got a new story today. We're going to start with a little game. Are you ready? We're going to change from one thing and become another. Can you think of things that start one way and then they change it to something different? I've got one. How about water to ice? Let's pretend we're water and then we're going to freeze into ice. Ready? Here we go. Okay. We're flowing water. Uh-oh, it's getting cold out. What's happening? We turned to ice, didn't we? Brr, that's cold. Okay, Miss Natalie, do you have one?
A cocoon to a butterfly.
Okay, let's do that. Can you do that? Cocoon. Okay, gotta be quiet. Butterflies are really quiet, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, Miss Kathy, do you have one?
Yes, I'm gonna become a tadpole, and then I'm gonna turn into a frog.
Ooh, tadpole in the water.
Little tadpole.
In the water.
Look kind of wiggly, and then I start jumping like a frog.
Being frogs are fun, huh? From a tadpole wiggly in the water to a frog that jumps. Okay, I got one more. Let's pretend we're in the ground and we're a seed. Okay, really quiet, and then the seed is gonna turn into a beautiful flower. Here we go. Are you a beautiful flower? I'm sure you are. Was that fun? In our story today, we're going to talk about somebody who was totally different one day, and then he totally changed to be somebody totally different. I wonder who that was. All right, we've got a new verse today. So, what's in your hands? Remember, you need your hands to do the actions. Ready? Here we go. I look up to the mountains. Does my help come from there? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. He will not let you stumble. The one who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will never slumber or sleep. Psalm 121, verses 1 through 4. That's 4 verses. Can you do that? Let's do it again. Are you ready? Let's just do the first part. Okay, here we go. I look up to the mountains. Does my help come from there? Let's do it again. I look up to the mountains. Does my help come from there? Try it again and we'll do the next part. I look up to the mountains. Does my help come from there? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Let's do that part together. I look up to the mountains. Does my help come from there? My help comes from the Lord who made the heavens and earth. Okay, we'll go that far today. And where's it found? Psalm 121, verse 1 through 4. Where's it found? Psalm 121, verses 1 through 4. Work on that this week, okay? We can tell lots of people about Jesus, but you know what? Some people are harder to tell than others. Let me tell you this true story that comes right from the Bible. It's a story about Saul. You know Saul? He did not love God. No, he didn't. And so, instead of telling people about God, he persecuted. Wait, what does that mean? It means he hurt people. He punished people who told people about God, about Jesus. Well, that's not a very good thing to do, is it? No, it isn't. But he was a mean guy. Let me see your mean face. Yeah, and he was out looking for people who were telling people about Jesus. And when he found them, he had his soldiers come and take them to jail. Oh, that's not a very good thing to do, is it? No, it isn't. One day, he was with his helpers, and he was, let's see, get your costumes on. We need a Saul and an Ananias. So Saul, you come on over here. He'll put his costume on. All right, there we go. So, Saul, remember, he was the mean guy. Let me see your mean face. There we go. Okay, well, Saul, he wasn't being very nice. He was going to Damascus. And guess what happened on the way to Damascus? He was walking along with his helpers when all of a sudden, there was a big light. It was so bright, it made him fall down. And his eyes were blinded. He couldn't see. He says, who is this?
Who is this?
Jesus said, this is Jesus. What are you doing, persecuting people? I want you to go to a certain place, and you will meet a man named Ananias. He will help you.
Yes, Lord.
Okay, so Saul was blinded. He was blinded for 3 days. And then what happened? He obeyed God. He went to this place, and Ananias went to the same place. They met at the same place. And Ananias, he had a dream from God, and God said, this guy Saul is going to come to you for help. I want you to help him. But Ananias was afraid. Do you know why he was afraid? Because he had heard about this mean guy, Saul, and that he was persecuting. He was hurting the Christians. Oh, do you think he'll obey? He did choose to obey. So Ananias was there, and he touched Saul's eyes, and what happened? He could see again. He could see the light, and he knew that Jesus was the Son of God. He believed. Now, instead of hurting people that were telling people about Jesus, he was the one who was telling people about Jesus. He changed everything about him because he learned to love Jesus and know who he is. So no longer did he persecute and hurt people, but he told people about Jesus. Can you tell people about Jesus, even the people who are hard to tell about Jesus? Because maybe they're really mean and nasty and you're scared of them. But Jesus can change anybody's life, from bad to fantastic. Yes, Jesus makes all the difference.
Hi, boys and girls. Okay, so in our story today, we learned about Saul on the road to Damascus, and he was going to persecute people that were telling people about Jesus. So we're going to make a little picture of Saul when he was met by Jesus. Remember the blinding light that met him? All right, so first of all, you need a paper like this. And then you're going to draw up in the corner the big light that was shining on Saul. Remember the big light that blinded him? We're going to make that. So you can make it like a big sun or a big light in the corner like this. And then you'll get your, you can cut out a little piece of paper kind of like this so it looks like Saul down here on the ground. It's kind of like could be a little body shape, like a little half circle. You put it here, and then you're gonna make another circle like this, so that would be his head. And then you can draw a face on it. Remember, he was blind. There we go. And then you can put a face on him, remember? Yeah, his eye, and he probably wasn't very happy, so I'm gonna make a sad face on him. He was probably really frightened. Okay, and then we're gonna put glue here. And we're gonna put little yellow pieces of paper because they're really bright, like light. And they're gonna come down to Saul. And remember, Saul was completely changed when the Lord spoke to him, and he told him that he wanted him to stop persecuting believers, and he wanted him to start telling people about Jesus. And it changed his life. So now he's telling people about Jesus. So there he is, and it can look like that.